Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Will. I'm an internationally known wig maker and designer, and today I will be doing a tutorial of how to do cross knotting. Before we go on, if you could hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything, that would be amazing. Before we proceed, I'll just let you know some of the things that you will need. So if you want to pause this, if you want to write it down, that's fine. You will need a canvas block, some contrasting colour card, some small flathead pins, a scrap piece of lace, some human hair, something to hold your wig block with, so either a cradle or a stand or even just a pillow, and your knotting hook. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have our little section of lace. It's been blocked using the flathead pins, and just before I proceed, you need to make sure that the lace has the grids going horizontally across that way. If you're using it vertically, the cross knotting, it doesn't really work for this purpose. And I will just pause you here and we'll get zoomed right in so I can show you the details. Hi, welcome back. Okay, so we've got our little loop of hair and we've got our knotting hook. So let's begin. Okay. So with cross knotting, what you need to concentrate on is doing lines across, like I said. So we're aiming for going up to the right, and then in the next line, up to the left. So you've got the hairs crossing over. I'll do just a little bit of ventilating so I can show you. We'll just use single hairs for this purpose. It doesn't really matter what your turnover is. And if you want to do every single hole, that's fine. If you want to do every other hole, that's also fine. It all just depends on what your design is or whatever the design is that you're working from. Oh, sorry about that. These are just single flat knots, aka the easiest knots to do. Also, they're the most subtle knot to do as well. I thought I would use darker here just to show you, so it would, be a bit easier on the camera and easier for you as well. You see how that's going up to the right? Now, the reason that we do cross knotting is for a couple of different purposes. One, if you have a wig that's got a parting breaker, obviously at the top, it means it doesn't have like a solid part. It means you can really part it in where you like. And two, because the hairs cross over each other, it gives a bit of lift at the roots. So you don't need to do things like split knots, which I don't like doing. That's just my opinion. I know some other wig makers like to use them, but I prefer not to. Okay, so we've got a little sample of it heading in that direction. So what we want to do is turn the block slightly. And then on the next line, you see that next line there? We're going in that direction. I'll show you. See how that hair is going in that direction? Yeah. If you want to, you can pause this and then go back to see what I mean if you get stuck. When I was learning this, I got quite stuck. I mean, there's many different terms for this. Some people call it like versatile knotting. I said many, I didn't really mean to say that. Just tripping my words there, just keeping it 100. See, I'm still using this finger to keep the tension. Sorry, this lace isn't actually authentic lace, it's just lace that was advertised as lace on a well-known app. This is just mesh, because real lace isn't, I mean, this is just like a mesh. It's, for the price I paid for it, it's definitely not real lace, because real lace, well, Swiss lace, is made in Switzerland or Germany. Oh, an accidental split knot, but that's alright, I'll just gently pull it out. So I've done a little bit of space in there, but that's just so that you could see what I was doing. You see there? They're starting to cross over each other, hence cross knotting. I seem to have picked the finest hairs of the weft here. They're not really showing up well, but you can see what I mean. They're still quite dark. You can see what's going on there. Okay, and then we'll go back to the other line. I always find it's easier when you're cross knotting if, when you're turning your block, it's easier to do it from, you turn it the opposite way that you're knotting. So get that back in shot. Because if you were to do that, start another line from that way, the hairs would just get in the way and it makes it a lot more complicated, but I want to make things easier for you. And so we'll go back again, we're going up to the right. I was going to moisten the hair for this video, but I forgot, and it seems to be behaving itself anyway, and they're forming quite tight knots, because that's what we're aiming for, really nice tight knots so that they're really nice and small. One thing I will say is when you're doing really intricate work like this, please make sure that if you need your eyes tested, that you have the right prescription, and please wear your glasses, because, you know, wig makers, we really need our eyes to be really healthy, which is why I've got new ones that I'm wearing right now, the ones that you saw in the intro. Again, constantly using this finger to try and keep the knots very flat, very small, very tight. It's small details like this that really makes a difference to a lace wig or hairpiece. And that's not just my opinion, that's a fact. If you really take good care and attention to the pieces that you're making, it makes such a difference. Okay, and I'll do another line, just one more. So we're going up to the left. Yeah, so when I was putting this bit of lace on the block, it's a method called blocking. If you want to see how I achieve this, let me know in the comments, or if there's anything else that you want to know, also leave in the comments. I love talking about wigs. I go to sleep thinking about them, I dream about making them, I wake up thinking about them. I'm just I'm just obsessed with wigs. I have been for a very long time. And then I started to make them, and it's just magic. I'm not going as quickly as I usually do because I want people to see what I'm doing. Can we see there? Doesn't that look lovely and neat? Lovely and flat. I find doing these kind of things very therapeutic. So this is like a very, 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 very light density. I mean, this method I use in creating things like lace closures or lace toppers. Some people call them volumizer pieces. Actually, shall I just do one more line? Yeah? Cool. So we're heading in the opposite direction again. We're going up to the right. So yeah, this can be used in things like parting breaks. It can be used mainly if you're making a full lace wig to go on the top section so that you can part it in any way. I mean, you can part it that way, that way. It gives a really versatile feel to the wig. So it allows you, like more styling options so that you're not constrained to just one solid permanent parting or break, some people call it. Oops. Hair broke, that's alright, just do it again. And that brings us to the end of that little cross-knotting sample. I hope you found it useful. Another thing, if you're looking to create even more volume on your wig or hairpiece, as well as doing cross-knotting, you can do a technique called reverse cross-knotting, where you do the same technique as this, but you do it in reverse, so that when it's brushed to its natural styled state, it sits like this way. I'll just let the camera focus there. And can you see how there's that natural, when I put my finger there, our hand is really flat, but when I let go, there's a natural lift at the roots. That gives you even more lift at the root. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I hope you found this video useful, and let me know if you're going to use it, if you're going to practice it. If there's any other tutorials you would like me to do, also let me know in the comments, and don't forget to leave me a like, because that would be handy. And if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. I've got lots of videos planned, and I shall see you again soon with another one. Take care.